Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be reviewing yet again another team transport, and this one is probably one of my favorites along with the Toyota off-road truck, which if you haven't seen the review, I'll leave a card up here in the corner. You should definitely go watch it because it's only my third team transport I've ever released on this channel, and this is going to be the fourth one. This is the 1994 Nissan 300ZX GTS with the Euro hauler set. Like I said, I bought this with the Toyota off-road truck, both of them for a pretty good price. I bought it just a little bit more than retail price, just slightly. It wasn't really gonna make the difference, especially with taxes and everything. So I still haven't seen this in the store, so like I said, I bought it online, for not too much of a high price. So yeah, this one's a really awesome truck. I've been wanting to look at this, have it in my hands right now, because you know me, I love motorsports racing, especially historic race cars, and this one is no exception. Let's take a look at the back. Well, before that, the card art is amazing, of course, like usual. So is the car on the side and then the truck on the background. Really nice. They're at a racetrack. I can't really tell what track that is, but it looks cool. Either way, let's take a look at the back, and there's the rest of the set. Like I said, I already reviewed the Toyota off-road truck, which is an amazing truck set, I should say. Like I said in the last video, the Toyota Supra and the 4Runner I did not get, even though they do look cool. I wanted the two race cars essentially, and of course this was the one we're going to be reviewing, the 1994 Nissan 300ZX GTS race car. So let's get to opening it. This one feels heavier than the Toyota off-road truck, and I think because the cab is like bigger, and I think it has a little bit more metal, but we'll check it out right now. Be careful, of course, like usual. Don't want to ruin it. It's not like I said, I don't want to sell it. I just want to look at it and keep it in pristine condition, pretty much. Put the box aside. There's the trailer. I'm gonna pull out the car. Man, this feels heavy. Oh my goodness. Let's put the little plastic aside, and the car wants to come out. Let me fix my camera setup for a little bit. Oh boy. As soon as I was moving the camera, I realized that the side of the car had a chipped part, and when I moved it, this part right here, I don't want to zoom in because I already glued it here. Right here above the 5, there is a chip that came off, and it just exposed a lot of red. So I decided to glue it together with super glue. I don't know if that's the best idea. I'm gonna let it dry there for a little bit. That's really disappointing. I just realized that when I just took it out of the box and everything, and I was like, oh jeez. It still hasn't fully dried, I think, because again, seriously, I just took it out of the box and I already have a problem with this car. That is not, and I was really looking forward to this car. I'm disappointed in you, Hot Wheels. I'm really disappointed in your quality control now. Now there's a chip paint that literally came off when I took it out of the box, and that's what I just took it off, put it in there. Then when I took out the car from the bed, it just, oh my god. So yeah, that was disappointing. But you know what? Let's pass through that and continue with this review, shall we? So I'm gonna let that little side dry for a little bit. I had some super glue on my fingers. I was struggling with this. I apologize. Nissan, of course, this is really interesting because this isn't even a Nissan truck, but this is the Euro hauler. Really heavy piece of diecast. The top, like the roof, I think it's plastic. The side where it says Nissan and the blue stripes and everything, that's metal, and then the bottom half is plastic, and of course the bottom, all metal. So yeah, but it still feels really heavy, and this is really nice because it keeps the car contained. This looks more realistic on what the car would probably come in. But really, I don't think they've ever used this type of hauler. They probably use like a traditional Peterbilt or Mack hauler or something. I don't know. Yeah, that type. So yeah, and the left side is the same as the right side, of course, with the same sponsors, Hot Wheels, Yokohama, and BBS, which were on the actual car that raced back in 1990. Well, it says 1994, but I don't know exactly if that actually ran around that time. There's the front, Nissan, the front cab, lots of detail. I like that. Tires, it's kind of weird. It looks like they use the same tires from the Toyota off-road truck that I reviewed. See, and here's the back. Of course, the car would go in there. Nothing really else to see in there. Close it up, and it'll just close it in there. Pretty nice. Nicely latches. And if you want to put your car in there, you just open it. So I like these trailers, but it's just the bad thing about them is that you won't be able to see the car, unlike the Toyota off-road truck, where you can actually see the car, even though it's kind of quote-unquote unrealistic. It still looks cool than this. Being honest, okay, I hope the glue dried, because that would be really terrible if I have a car that's really nice and then I have a red paint chip right there, where it chipped and it's all red, just right there. So I don't know if this is a good idea to do this on camera, but I'm gonna move it. I think it should have dried by then. It's still kind of drying. I still kind of feel it, but thankfully it didn't move. So yeah, this is the 1994 Toyota. Oh my god, oh my goodness. Man, my disappointment is immeasurable. Like, seriously, I've already kind of ruined this car. How did I put glue on there? What the heck? Oh my god. I'm pretty upset at Hot Wheels for this. And I couldn't really see if it was chipped or anything until I opened it up from the box. So, oh my god, but oh well, I'm gonna have to roll through it. Maybe in the future if I actually have money. It's just I spent a lot of money. I feel like I spent my entire life savings on this, and I'm not joking on that. Pretty disappointed there. But oh well. I already lost track of what I was talking about, so what was I? Bro, I stumbled on my words. I said Toyota, but no, this is the 1994 Nissan 300ZX GTS, and there's my glue marks. Ugh. Ruined already. My god. So this one, of course, it's different than the normal 300ZX, if you can already tell already. This is the race car version. This one raced in IMSA competition here in the US. I think maybe abroad, but I can't really tell, or I haven't researched enough about this car. It looks cool. Now I'll just tell you that. It looks amazing. It's wider than a normal 300ZX from Hot Wheels that Hot Wheels has actually released before. But you know, I prefer this one because, of course, race car. You know, I love race cars. That's a thumbs up for me. But this one, like I said, it has a realistic livery. This is what actually ran when this car was running in IMSA GTO, I think, IMSA GTO class. This was what it was running at the time, so period, correct. Of course, I couldn't get all the sponsors here, but at least they did get at least the same livery, the number 75, the S1 GT Nissan Zia on the side. Yokohama tire as well. Of course, really nice. And the wheels. Killer wheels, man. That's awesome. So yeah, I guess let's take a look at the finer details, even though I'm not really proud of this car already. And that's it, I already took it out of the box. BBS, Yokohama, GT S1, I think, like I said, I think this raced in the GTO category, if I remember correctly. Nissan Z, that's an exhaust side, and it is dual exhaust on the other side as well, so that's really nice. Number 75. I think there's also a number 76. And I only know that because this type of car ran in the HMSA race at Long Beach in 2019, the Vintage GTO Challenge. And speaking of the HMSA, I think I might have to make a video on them. No spoilers on what it could be, but it's about them and Long Beach, and well, I'm not gonna get into it. I'll still think if I could plan a video on that. But it is a very interesting topic, and maybe something that could be useful for the race fans like myself who go to Long Beach. So let's take a look at the back. 300ZX, of course, same taillights and taillight details, I should say. Yokohama on the wing. It's not a separate piece, it's all one casting. S1, Yokohama, and the right side is the same as the left side. So nothing changed there. Like I said, dual exhaust on both sides. Same wheels, same tires, everything. Has slicks, at least this time. Ugh, man, I hate seeing that, man. I feel like it's going to disappear, I hope. But oh well. Window banner, bro. I almost forgot about that. Window banner just says Nissan. Looks really nice. Really heavy model. It's really nice heavy model. I think one of the heaviest I've had, except of course the VW Bus is my heaviest model I own. And there's the paint chip that would have come off right there above the 75. Yeah, I had to do some damage control there, of course. Really disappointing that I had to do that, especially fresh out of the box. That is not Hot Wheels quality to me. This is I love this car, but it's like I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. I love it. I love how it looks. I love how it like feels and everything. But that was just disappointing, man. I already got disappointed. Not in a bad. I don't know if there's even a bad way to be disappointed, but it's just like kind of let me down. I guess there you go. I guess you could just say that. It just let me down a little bit. I think over time I will like it. It's just right now I was kind of mad at it. Of course, I don't know why I'm even getting mad at Diecast. Something's wrong with me. I think that's probably what it is. And this video is running over too long, I think. So, of course, I feel like it barely fits in the back of the truck. Let me zoom out a little bit. That's way too zoomed in. I feel like it barely fits in there. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. It barely fits in there. That just shows how thick this car is. But it fits in there, at least. And closes it up. And heads to the racetrack with your 300ZX in there. So, you know, hypothetically, you could be like, oh, we're going to Long Beach in 1994 and racing the IMSA cars over there. Arrived at the racetrack. And car comes out. Awesome. Yeah, look at that. Now I'm starting to enjoy it. I hope that. I don't want this video to be turned negative or anything. It's just, I just had a problem. It's not universal, of course, that problem is going to show up. But of course, it's something you want to look out for. Of course, if you're looking for this car, just make sure there isn't anything that you might not like. I couldn't because I couldn't. But oh well. So yeah, I don't know what else to say other than it's a cool car. I like it. Just got disappointed in the beginning, but I think over time I will like it more. So I guess that has been the review of the 1994 Nissan 300ZX GTS IMSA race car with the Eurohauler Team Transport set. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.